Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. Northern leaders courageous against IMN but cowards on Boko Haram matters, says Sani. The senator who represented Kaduna Central at the 8th Senate, Shehu Sani, has attacked northern political leaders and clerics over their responses to issues involving Boko Haram terrorists and Islamic movements in Nigeria, IMN. He described northern political leaders and clerics as always more courageous to speak out on matters involving IMN, but cowards when it comes to expressing themselves on issues involving Boko Haram. He wrote on his Twitter handle on Wednesday, many political leaders and clerics in the north are more courageous when it comes to speaking out against the IMN and cowardly when it comes to expressing their opinions on the Boko Haram issue. The former senator was apparently responding to the proscription and branding of IMN groups as enemies of the state by President Muhammadu Buhari's government and the reactions of northern political leaders and clerics on the matter. Following many protests by the group in demand for the release of their leader, Ibrahim El-Zazaki, and its resultant effects, Nigeria government on Tuesday proscribed the Islamic group, but they said they are free to carry out their religious activities as Shiite Muslims. Guys, that's just what a Sonny has said again. I think he's one of the people that always speak up, and he says things the way they are. Though some people still believe that, he's part of them, that he's just trying to pretend, but I don't know what kind of pretense they are talking about. This is the man who is always talking. And when you look at the whole thing critically, he doesn't say things out of point and he hits the nail on the head. He always says things as they are. He does not really mend things. He does not really try to patch things. That is what we've known him for. Um, different people with their different opinion. This is disappointing. A country where evil is seen as good and normal. Government protecting terrorists and human killers. They are not only cowards but Boko Haram. Someone believe that these people, the reason why they are not criticizing the activities, or they are not so loud on the activities of the Boko Haram, is because maybe they are parts of them. And some believe, and some people from other quarter believe that there's big deal going on when it comes to this Boko Haram, because a lot of people are making a whole hell of money from that. And that's why you see that it has lingered for a very very long time, and most of the time they know the problems of these things coming up, but I don't know why they don't really want to tackle it, because you don't just cut problem from the surface. You try to dig down to the root cause of the whole thing. Check the background. What are the causes of all of these things? When you talk of illiteracy, you talk of uh, 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 mm, you know, not taking care of many of their people all over the place, begging. When you see people, when people don't see what they need to do, whatever that comes their way becomes, their preferable thing. And that's why you see that they try to woo these children, these innocent people, these vulnerable people, because they believe that there is nothing good, that can really come from that side. And the only thing that comes from them, when people just approach them and be giving them all manner of advice, they will take to that. If children are really educated, just take, for example, the children of the elite and the children of, the commoners. They are two different things. You can't just go and meet the children of the elites and start telling them, if you do this, if you do that, you go to heavens, you marry virgins and all of that. They won't listen to you, because they themselves, they've tasted life and they know what it means to have a enjoyment even here on earth, even that you have not even gone to, the journey that you have not been to. So how sure that when you get there, those are the things? And why would you want to do that? And the people preaching it to you, how have they really done that themselves? Have they really practicalized it themselves? They wouldn't want it, because they will ask questions, because the children of the elite will ask definitely ask questions. But some people who are really deficient in knowledge, they wouldn't want, they will just take it as you just bring it. They will just take it, and that's it. Ethnic groups are legal if they don't disturb peace. Arewa, OPC, and the IPOB are not the problem, but their actions. If one is causing, she should be declared a a criminal group. If they are causing problem, they should be declared a criminal group. But MapBank is not ethnic group. The Niger Delta militants have resources that belongs to them that they are fighting for. To solve Niger Delta issue is simple. Let's confederate Nigeria. Their problem or fight will be in their state. They are suffering and somebody is sitting in Abuja enjoying proceeds from their God-given resources. This is why we will never get it right in this country. Crime is crime, irrespective of who or group that is involved. Whether Boko Haram or any other group. We have bandits, IPOB, Fulani S-men, Niger Delta, militants, OPC, and numerous others. If we as a country rise up and condemn all this, that will be the first major step to getting the situation arrested, not this selective judgment that is currently blowing through our nation. This selective judgment is really what is blowing, through our country. The government should deal with issues, not minding from which section it's coming from or who else is God. Because this issue of a tribalism, nepotism, oh, when it is my people, it is my turn. No, it is good. But when it is others, that is when you see that they start to raise eyebrow. They start to do as if they are really working. But when it comes to other people, or when it comes to them, they wouldn't want to do anything. And that's what is killing us. Nepotism, tribalism. No matter who hawks is God, you just have to do the needful. Anybody that commits anything or any crime, you have to deal with them. But when you try to cover your own, and when it comes to exposing others, you'll be so loud. Just like what a Shehu Sani is saying, they will be so loud. Boko Haram is their business against former presidents. They are quiet because Boko Haram was their baby. They created it to destabilize Goodluck Jonathan's government. But like the proverbial dog that went psycho and started biting the owner, so is Boko Haram to the northerners. That's why Boko Haram will continue to do havoc, and the terrorists, the core bandits, will grow higher in terrorism. Very good indeed. A lot of people with their different opinion, just like Sani Shehu is really talking of what he feels. Of course, it's from them, it's among them, and we know what each of all those northern leaders, the statements they make when it comes to some certain issues. When it comes to them, they just try to cover up. Honestly, to be honest, is really, it cuts across board. We are so tribalistic. When you belong to a particular group, no matter what the group is doing, irrespective of what they do, you just still want to, you want to cover them up. You just want to try to defend them, even when the things are obvious that they are not defendable. We try to defend them. We are guilty in one way or the other. No one is to be left behind. If we come together and leave all these sentiments and leave all this tribalism, we will go higher. We will improve, and we will achieve a lot. But in as much we are still practicing all this nepotism, we will go nowhere. And now the thing is so rampant now in this present administration. It's so rampant, it's so obvious. We know that we have a lot of these things going on before now, but this government has really escalated it. They've really improved on it, and they make it to just for you to see the way they are even promoting it. They've promoted it beyond measures. So it's not even hidden. Before now, it could be hidden. People would just be saying all manner of things, but now it's not hidden. They just do it, and they just show it to the face of the people. And that's why you see that agitations here and there when it comes to your own people, when it comes to something related to you. You wouldn't want to take action. And it's still the same thing when it comes to their party. When you hear about some corruption charges or allegations about most of their members, they don't do anything. They won't do anything. They will be mute. But when it comes to opposition party, you see them making all manner of statements. Most especially this woman that is a AD to Buhari, Loretta Onoche. In fact, that woman, she goes gaga when it comes to opposition. But when it comes to them, you could see that they will be quiet. When the issue of this Abo Elisha, the senator that slapped one lady, you could see the way Keyamo came up. This Loretta too, they came up, they started talking, they started making all manner of comments. But when it comes to APC, you will never see them say anything. And I remember vividly, PDP, it's not as if they are better off, but at least they condemned the action that, no, we are not in support of what you have done. And it's really a welcome development if every other party can be doing that. Even if this present government can be doing that, you distance yourself from any member, from any of your member that is doing one thing or the other that is not really, that is so shameful, or that is not in accordance with what you believe in, or in accordance with what the masses believe. Distance yourself, not that you try to cover them up. It won't do us any good. So guys, that's just my opinion, concerning what Shehu Sani has said, that the northern leaders, when it comes to IMN, they are so courageous to speak, but when it comes to Boko Haram, they are so mute, they are so coward, they don't have that confidence to speak. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you feel about, or what you think about what Shehu Sani has said. Thank you very much. Bye.